Hey everyone, we are the creators of Tanukanji. My name is David,
And my name is Levi.
and we're just going to do a little introductory video about the service, the site, what it can do, what you can do, what you can learn in this maybe 10 to 15 minute period.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is Tanukanji? What can you do?
Well, Tanukanji is a website for learning kanji, vocabulary, and other Japanese things. Um, we have our space repetition system, which is our bread and butter. It's what
It's a foundation.
the foundation of what we do. But we also have other features. We have like conversation tools using AI and advanced technologies like that. Basically, we want to make this a comprehensive method of learning Japanese.
So you mentioned SRS, that's Space Repetition System. This is kind of like, do you know, I wonder if they know Anki, the Anki program. It's a flashcard, SRS flashcard system. You can make your own flashcards. It's very customizable. So we have a very similar setup here on our website, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
And how can they answer it? Is it just flipping a card and then selecting a difficulty? Or is there any other way to kind of input answers?
Well, yeah, that's actually one of my favorite features of the site is this flexibility in the quiz functionality. So we have several different methods. Yeah, we have like Anki mode. Like you can select like easy, medium, hard, and like you said, it'll adjust the spacing between reviews to help you maximize the benefit of that. But it also has what we call standard mode, and that is when you can manually type in your answer to a question. And this, personally, I believe this helps you learn things more efficiently by active recall. He's the expert here, the linguist, so maybe he can explain more about in a future episode. But I like that feature. We also do have translation, so it goes in both directions to improve both input and output skills.
So you're saying that, for example, let's say a Japanese word pops up on the screen. It's going to ask you for the English meaning, and you type the English meaning, and it will judge whether or not it was correct, right?
Yep.
Okay, what about pronunciation? Does it also check for pronunciation?
Yep.
Wonderful. So you can type in your answers. Our system will judge whether or not they're right, whether they're close or not close. Can users also add in custom like meanings or mnemonics or stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we're not perfect, so we can't cover every meaning of every word. So if you have another meaning for a word, feel free to add it in. Also, we provide mnemonics, which are like learning aids for remembering items, vocabulary, kanji, etc.
For every item, basically mnemonics for remembering the meaning as well as the pronunciation, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we're still working on that, but if you have like a way that you want to remember something or something that sticks in your brain, go ahead and add that to your it'll save for that item, so it'll help you remember it better.
So it's very customizable.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And like that feature I was talking about earlier, the bidirectional quizzing functionality, it's kind of unique in that I think it helps you practice. Like you said, you mentioned English translations. It actually can go the other way around too. So you can practice your output skills as well. So it'll maybe ask you the meaning, or it'll give you one word, and then it'll ask you for the Japanese meaning, or the Japanese reading, I should say. And basically kind of just quiz your overall. So you build a well-rounded instead of just input as some other sites do.
Okay, so we have an SRS, a space repetition flashcard system. Is the spacing between items, between when you see the items, is that adjustable? Is it customizable?
Definitely, yeah. So our system, as I said, is pretty flexible. There's a difficulty slider in your profile that you can adjust, and this kind of like takes care of all of the hard work behind the scenes. So kind of like just simplifies it. Like if you slide it up, then you'll get it'll be more challenging. You'll have more reviews to do, but it could help you learn faster if you're motivated to do that. Or if you want to just take it slow, slide it the other way, and you're good.
So users aren't locked into a algorithm that we created. They can adjust the SRS algorithm and work as fast or as slow as they prefer, right?
Exactly.
I see. Okay. So we have that SRS functionality. You mentioned earlier an AI functionality. This is a chatbot, correct?
Exactly. So I believe that like this space repetition system is just the foundation. what we're trying to do with Tanukanji is build it up and make it, studying Japanese the most efficient way possible for you guys. One of the things that I've used, what is actually a tool I built for myself to study Japanese, is this AI toolkit. And
it's a chatbot.
It's a chatbot, yeah,
Okay.
but it goes beyond just quizzing you on the words that you know. We already do that with the SRS. This thing actually uses those words in real context.
So it looks at your repertoire, I guess you could say, the items you should know, right? The kanji, the words you should know, and it will intentionally use them in conversation.
Exactly.
In their kanji form, so you can practice reading.
Yep. And it won't use any words that you don't know, so you aren't stuck on any things. It's tailored. It's your chatbot, so it's all customized to you.
Custom to your knowledge base.
Exactly.
Okay, that's awesome. So we have the SRS, we have an AI chatbot for conversation practice. Are there any other features on the website that users can utilize?
Yeah, we have an extensive database of items, vocabulary, kanji, components, you name it. We're still updating, like as I said, the mnemonics. We're still fleshing out the details, but
The goal is to have a giant database with mnemonics, with English meanings,
Exactly.
pronunciation, stuff like that.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so users can learn new words, new kanji through our website. They can review them. They can practice them. There's a database. We have a blog as well, and I mainly do. I don't want to say mainly do the content because we have a system for creating the articles, but we do articles about culture, about grammar. Language learning resources. We curate some resources, maybe give some ratings and stuff like that. Check out the blog; it's really interesting, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
We also have. Is there a knowledge base to help learners utilize the site?
Yeah, it's called Tanukanji Academy. It is. We intend this to be a comprehensive library of videos that you can use to basically use Tanukanji to its fullest potential. There's a lot of things you can do with it. But we still have tried to make the site as simple as possible. However, there's some features that it might be helpful to have a video, and this is where we want to provide those. Also, if you're more advanced or maybe you're a developer, we also do have an API. And in this academy, I want to go kind of build a full course on how to use the API and go over all the things you can do with it.
And that's for developers, right?
Yeah, you don't need to worry about any of that, but if you're interested in it.
If you don't know what API means, maybe not something particular to you. That's fine. Okay, so we have a lot of features. I guess that kind of makes Tanukanji stand out. Is there anything else that really differentiates Tanukanji from other popular kanji learning platforms out there?
Yes. So like I said, the SRS, the space repetition system, that's pretty much all you need for learning kanji. But that's our foundation. That's the bare minimum, we think. There's a lot more that you can do to make learning Japanese more efficient, and we want to do that for you guys. Like I said, we're starting out with the AI conversation bot. That has really helped me personally in my Japanese journey, and
because you're learning Japanese.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. As a learner, that's great.
Yeah. And then, but that's just the beginning. We want to provide more and more features as time goes on to help you make.
Well, it's also customizable, so you don't have to start from the very beginning, from zero, right? Like other programs maybe force you to do. Like we said, you can adjust the SRS. We also have a feature where you can choose which items you already know. So if you know the word tabemono, right, you can select that as already known. It won't quiz you on that. You could just skip ahead to words and items that maybe you don't know yet. So adjusting your levels, your starting level at least, you don't have to take just over a year to learn the 2,200 Joyo common use kanji, right?
And another thing I'd like to add about that, let's say you know a word, but like maybe you don't know it that well. You can adjust the difficulty of how well you know the words, and it'll fit that right into your perfect schedule, and then it'll quiz you like at the level that you're at.
So it's more efficient.
Yeah.
Right. Basically. Yeah. Awesome. And is our Tanukanji service free? Is there paid tiers? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, so we provide the first 200 items for free. I believe that is a good starting point. It's by no means enough to get fluent in the language, but it's my hope that it's able to help you guys pass the JOPT level N5.
The Japanese language proficiency test, N5 being the lowest level, right?
Yeah.
That's for beginners. Okay.
And so hopefully that helps you guys achieve, like, get started with Japanese. If you want to go further, our most affordable tier, paid tier, is going to be the, oh, by the way, the free tier is what we call the dabbler tier.
The dabbler tier.
But if you want to go further, our adventurer tier gets you unlimited access to all our items, vocabulary, components, kanji, like that. It won't give you access to the advanced AI features, but this tier is more than enough to master Japanese. Like I said, it gives you entire access to our extensive database, and pretty much that's all you need to learn Japanese.
So we have essentially what, 3 tiers? A free tier, we have the access to all of our items, and then is there a top tier?
Yes, so that would be the Conqueror tier. This gets you everything. Gets you everything in the Adventurer tier. Like, you have all access to all the items, but you also get access to those advanced AI features I was talking about.
The AI chatbot feature. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And whether or not you need that, it's totally up to you. We recommend trying the Adventurer tier just to start out. If you, because like I said, you don't really need all of the paid tiers, and like if you just want to learn Japanese, that's all you need.
Yeah. There's a lot of fancy stuff that you can use, right? A lot of cool tools out there. We are trying to implement those as soon as possible. We're trying to get you guys a lot of features. So it's up to you. You can read our pricing page and just see what features are available and how much. All right. We mentioned API, and what about, like, we're still in the beta phase of Tanukanji. We're still working on a lot of things. There's still more items that we have to add. We are looking for testers. So if you are willing to come and help us out, we have like a little bug feature, a little button that you can try Tanukanji, and while you're trying, if you spot something that needs improvement or if you have suggestions, go ahead, type that or click on that bug feature and just submit a report. We read everything. It goes into a database that we check constantly. We are looking for beta testers. So
Exactly.
How many of those do we need?
We need as much as we can get, honestly, but we are offering free memberships, lifetime memberships with all features, access for the first 10 users. Please, we really appreciate you guys' help. So
we want to make this the best service that we
Exactly.
can for you guys, because we know what it's like to study Japanese.
Yeah.
We know how difficult kanji is, how it can be, right? Personally, I started learning Japanese over a decade ago, and now I'm teaching Japanese. Levi, you're learning Japanese as we speak.
Yes, sir.
You know how difficult it can be to
Yeah.
learn all these kanji characters. And we've tried, right? We've tried other kanji learning
Yep.
platforms and services. We've seen how, the good parts, and we've seen parts that maybe could be better. That's what we're trying to implement in Tanukanji
Exactly.
to be the best kanji learning platform. Even not just kanji, right? But the components and the words, right?
Yep.
So
And how the words are used in real life situations.
yeah, we include mnemonics, example sentences, fully customizable. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us on our page, become a beta tester, please.
Yep.
And you can also follow us on all of our socials. We're on Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, and we have a Discord. Right?
Yep.
Anything else to add before we wind down here?
I think that's it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. We're really
Thank
excited to give this tool for you guys to learn Japanese, because it is difficult, right?
Definitely.
Thank you for making us part of that journey.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye-bye.